My garbage person of the week is a sort of specific one, and it is for the massive level of just patheticness that Shawn McBreairty approaches every day with. I saw this tweet: Ellsworth Kindergarten Open House, about a kindergarten, provides parents a look at the indoctrination their kids are facing by teacher Rhonda Ulichny. Her class is not a family. It's not about being kind. It's about colors and ABCs. Parents are the family. Pull your kids now. So he has identified evidence, and he considers it strong evidence. You can tell by the multiple arrows he put on the image that you need to pull your kids from this kindergarten class immediately. Why? Because there's a rainbow heart, and because there's rainbow letters, and we all know what that means. The gay agenda's coming for your kids. And then look at this super villainess. Look at her posing with her flamingo pillar and smiling at the camera. She wants to murder your kids. No, really, he posted that. He was serious. He believes he has found evidence of a threat so dire that every parent needs to be horrified by it. And this is just one of any number of attempts to take people and to focus them on one teacher, on one librarian, on one book, on one classroom, and to be terrified and to ignore all of what's happening behind the curtain. Just focus on that kindergarten teacher and be terrified of what you see there. And this guy, you might think, what's wrong to make some random guy your garbage person? First of all, it's my show, I'll do what I want. But more importantly, he has popped up from time to time in this quest he's engaged in to demonize schools. He went to this school meeting, and at the meeting, he decided to play a voicemail that he had recorded of him berating one of the school board members. Here's that video.
Right, so are you okay with hardcore anal books that are on her list? I mean, hardcore anal sex books.
So it was him. Like, you could barely hear the other person. He called them up, he recorded himself saying the term hardcore anal porn over and over and over again. And I will remind you that that stuff is not available in the school. You can't get it at the library. But also, that shot of the school board meeting making it look like it was just him and the teachers. It wasn't. You want another shot of that exact meeting? Here is a photo from the meeting. The room was filled with kids. And he decided, well, I brought this tape of me saying hardcore anal porn. I'm not gonna not play it at this point. And so he's terrified of kids being sexualized or exposed to material that's not age appropriate. And he also thinks it's really cool to play recordings of him saying the word hardcore anal porn so that they're forced to listen to it. This guy is garbage for multiple different reasons. He's now banned from the meetings, by the way, which in response to that, he then doxed one of the school board meetings on his YouTube channel. All around terrible guy and big old piece of political garbage.
It's so stupid. I love how these folks think that they're alpha dogs, and then they get triggered by like a rainbow heart and cry about it, and then say they're for protecting our kids from terrible imagery, and then yell hardcore anal porn over the speakers at a meeting where those kids are. I just want to point out one other bit of imagery that I, as a similar parent, even though I don't have kids, I like to think of myself as a parent to all the children out there. I'm reading from one of my favorite books. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. That's what God, the guy who makes these gays, said to Noah after he murdered a bunch of kids in a giant flood and told him that he should go poach some animals and just take like 2 aside. What an insane thing to have in a book. But rather than take the lesson of love everybody and don't be a total a-hole, these guys are like, anytime you go through the colors of the rainbow, I'm gonna be there yelling hardcore anal porn.
Yeah, you didn't give him the credit he's due. He didn't kill some kids. He killed all of the kids.
Every kid. God killed every kid, born and unborn, because some people sinned.
Exactly.
According to the Bible.
And now this guy, do you know how puddin' soft you have to be to break down because you saw a photo that had a rainbow heart in it? My God. Ted Cruz looks like Rambo in comparison to you. But anyway, those are our garbage people of the week. Did you know that 41,000 of you voted for your community garbage person of the week? And here are the results. Coming at number 5 with just 2% of the vote, Lauren Boebert for complaining about lesbian dance theory. She just can't, she can't happen. She wants to happen, she can't happen. Coming in at number 4% with 12% of the vote is Joe Rogan for telling people to vote Republican because they're better on COVID. That was his reason. Number 3 with 13% of the vote this week is Ted Cruz for bashing working class people and students. That was just terrible. Coming in number 2 with 15% of the vote is Donald Trump for posting QAnon content and constantly whining, but just a runaway winner, 58% of the vote. And your community garbage person of the week, Lindsey Graham for saying riots will happen if Trump is arrested. Turns out the audience is as disinterested in political violence as I am. Thank you to the more than 40,000 of you who voted.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.